A lot of people ask me, what is the best AI side hustle idea for them to launch? They're looking for a way to make some money on the side. That could be because you're trying to generate revenue to fund a business, or maybe you just want to make some extra side money from your full-time job. Today, I'm going to be showing you six side hustle ideas. They're the best ones because they're going to get you to profitability fast and they don't cost a lot of money to start. In fact, several of them you can start absolutely free. I think there's a couple of them that maybe you got to spend $20 to fund an AI tool in order to do it. All of them are viable. I'll show you proof. In fact, one of the case studies that we're going to talk about today is a pastor who actually is using AI tools to generate a $3,000 a month side hustle business. So we're going to be covering that and so much more. So if you have ever wanted to start a successful side hustle business and you've wanted the idea of which is the right business to do, I'm going to show you on today's video. So keep on watching. And by the way, I'm going to be sharing a slide deck filled with resources and lots of valuable information. And if you'd like to get a copy of that deck, you'll see a link in the description below. Click it. You can get totally for free the complete deck for you to download and get all of this information to browse yourself. So I'll drop that link in the description below, but let's get to it. Again, the deck on the screen here is free and you can download it. All you got to do is go to the link that you see down below, subscribe to our free newsletter, and you will get a copy of this slide deck. Now, we're going to be covering 6 ideas that you can go from a complete beginner with no experience to making as much as $3,000 a week, not a month, a week as a side hustle. Now, so if you ever wanted to know what your side hustle idea is that you should be doing, when you've thought, can I use tools like ChatGPT or a tool like Midjourney or other things like that to actually produce an income, you absolutely can. And so one of these side hustle ideas that I'm going to share with you below, a pastor did it in Arkansas to make $3,000 a week. And he says he only invests 10 to 20 hours to make that $3,000, okay? And he's using ChatGPT to do this side hustle that I'm gonna be revealing below. So really quick, let's define what a side hustle is, because I don't think a lot of people are really clear on this, and especially what counts as a good side hustle. You'll see lots of nonsense videos on YouTube that talk about side hustles that are just not good, they're fake, or they just don't work. And so we're gonna be covering today, number one, how fast can you start the side hustle? How well does it work using AI tools? So if you're not a creative genius, you're not a designer or a technical person, how do you leverage AI and how well does that side hustle work with AI? The third thing we're going to be measuring these on is, can someone who is a beginner do the side hustle? 4, how expensive is it to start? So we're looking for things that are going to be inexpensive and won't have a giant barrier for you to get started. And can you do it part-time? That's the criteria that we use to pick the side hustles that we're going to be covering today. Now, most of the time you'll see people talking about side hustles, and really either they're talking about something that's going to take at least a full-time effort, to like essentially replace a full-time job, or a new business. If you're trying to start an entire business with products and customers and all of that, and those are not side hustles. So today, we're going to be talking about something that does not take a full-time effort, and it does not mean that you're going to have to start a whole business with customers and all that kind of stuff. Okay? Side hustles are supposed to be easy, low commitment, money-making ideas that you can start on the side cheaply and work on a part-time schedule. And so we found 6 that meet this criteria, and they're not going to make you rich. Don't get me wrong. These are not like pie in the sky, $1 million business ideas, but you can easily make your first $1,000 online if you do these. So let's get into the first idea. And idea number 1 are podcast packages. You might be wondering, what the heck is that? Now, I can tell you, as someone who produces content on the internet and who has a podcast, that this is a highly sought after service. So there are so many podcasts out there. There are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of podcasts on the internet. Every one of those podcast hosts needs help. They need transcripts, show notes, they need jingles, they need show intros, they need social media support, and a ton of different things in order to make their podcast good and to get people to pay attention. So that's where you come in. You come in and you provide some simple services to help podcast hosts have good quality podcasts using AI tools, and you can get paid very well. So here's an example. This is actually a package of services on Fiverr. So this person is selling their services, supporting podcasts on Fiverr. So you can see here, she has 392 5-star reviews, and her services start at $115. Now, you might be thinking that you need some kind of specialized knowledge or specialized skills to do this. You absolutely do not. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can do these with the right AI tools, okay? Now let's just do some math here. So I'm actually gonna pull up my calculator on my computer, and then we'll do some quick math. So let's do that math together. So let's say we know she got at least 392 orders because that's how many reviews she has. She likely got way more. Those are just the people that gave her reviews, okay? Now we've looked at her profile and we can see that most of the services, they go from anywhere from $150 all the way up to $200, okay? That's where most of her purchases are, but let's just do the math at 115. That's her cheapest service. So let's times 115, and you can see that $45,000 in podcast services. Now, I can tell you with total certainty that what she is doing can be done easily by anyone. You can do this. Let me show you more about this. First thing that she's offering are show notes, okay? So if you wanted to produce podcast show notes using AI, here's how I would recommend you do it. First, you generate a podcast transcript. There's several ways to do this. One of them is a very cheap tool called otter.ai. So otter.ai, you literally can just upload it and it will transcribe it for you. There are many other tools that do it as well, but you can transcribe up to 300 minutes of content for free. So that's one of the reasons I'm focusing on Otter, is you can transcribe your first customer's podcast, probably your first couple of customers, and do it absolutely free. And then the paid version is only $16.99 a month, okay? So we're gonna first get a transcription of the show notes. Now, the other thing, if the podcast is on YouTube, it's even easier to get the transcription. You just copy and paste the URL into this website here, youtubetranscript.com, and it will download the whole transcript for you, okay? So that's step one. We're gonna get the transcript of all the words that were said in the broadcast, okay? And then step two, we're going to use Claude. So this is the AI created by the company called Anthropic, and we're going to use Claude. We're going to copy and paste the entire transcript. We're going to put it in Claude, and then we're going to be asking Claude some specific prompts, okay? So I'll talk about the prompt in just a minute. And by the way, ChatGPT, which is the one that a lot of people use, I use it quite a lot, but Claude is just better for this, okay? So because transcripts are lengthy, Claude is going to be your best option. So you paste the entire transcript into Claude, and this is the prompt that you use here. So this prompt is free. You can download it from us. Again, I'll link in the description below so that you can go get this prompt yourself. You just paste this prompt in, you paste in the transcript, and it's going to generate a podcast summary for you, okay, or show notes, your podcast show notes. Now, there's an alternate step. You could also use a tool called PodSqueeze, okay? So PodSqueeze, you don't need prompts, you just upload the podcast and it will generate them, okay? So that is one of the first things that she's offering, which are show notes. And you can do this for free or very inexpensively. And as you saw, this person here has made over $45,000 doing this very thing. Alternate, for podcasts, you can also provide podcast editing services. One of the things that in a podcast, the hosts are often filled with lots of repetitive stuff. They'll have gaps, they'll have uncomfortable pauses, all those little things that they want to edit out. Okay. Again, we can use AI to do this all for you. So luckily, a lot of podcast guests surprisingly don't know this. So you can come in, offer podcast editing services, and I recommend you use a tool called Descript. So Descript is very inexpensive, $12 a month to get started with it, and it will actually do this for you. I use this. So I use Descript and literally upload my podcast, and I just tap 2 buttons and it does all the podcast editing for me. Also, you can use it to remove noise. You can do it to improve and polish the quality of the audio, so it makes it sound like professional quality audio, and so much more. And you just click some buttons. It doesn't take any technical knowledge to do this. It's easy, okay? So let's talk about the different criteria. Question 1, how fast is it to start, okay? You can be up and running on Fiverr today, literally today. Technically, you could be ready to get in business immediately, okay? Now, as an account that has 0 reviews, you are going to want to realize that you might want to be offering your first few services for cheap because you want to get reviews, okay? Once you start to get reviews, you'll get some momentum, all right? So when you start off cheap and you can get quick momentum and get your first orders in the door, and you want to start to get some reviews consistently, and then you begin to raise your prices, and that's where the profitability comes in. But you could conceivably get to a point where you're having consistent orders coming in, and I think that process might take a couple of weeks to establish if you work on this consistently every night, okay? So once you collected your first few reviews, I could see how you could easily pull in $1,000 a week with these packages, okay? Price your packages at about $100 and you want 10 orders a week and you're there. Now, the second criteria is, does this work well with AI? Absolutely. AI is an excellent match for this. Criteria 3, can a beginner do this? Yes, the AI tools that we just showed you can be used by anyone. At the most, it might take you an hour to learn how to use these tools. They are not technical tools. They don't require specialized knowledge or understanding. They're very easy to use. The fourth criteria, how expensive is it to start this? Okay, so technically this side hustle you can do for free. All the tools that we've mentioned have free versions. And if you upgrade, the pricing's cheap. Even once you have to upgrade and once you have orders coming in, you have money coming in the door, Otter's only $16.99 a month, Claude's only $20 a month, Pod Squeeze is $18 a month, Descript is only $12 a month. So you can see that this is very inexpensive, even once you're having to pay for the non-free version of those tools, okay? So the next thing is, can you do this part-time? Absolutely you can. So I think in the evening, you can spend a little bit of time monitoring your Fiverr messages and your requests and orders coming in. Fulfilling these orders takes no time at all. And I think you could do this side hustle at about 10 hours a week. I think that is realistic. All right, that moves us to side hustle number 2. And a lot of people wonder if this is legit. Can you use AI image tools and then sell those images? That's what we are really talking about here, is taking an AI image, something that you might make using, there's a whole variety of tools. I'll talk more about that in a minute. There's a lot of ways to do it. You can make different images, you upload them to stock image sites, and then you can make money doing this. Now, I think people are skeptical and they wonder, can this really work? And yes, it can. So let me show you how you can do this. And again, I will remind you that this resource, the document that I'm sharing on the screen and the prompts and all of the stuff that I have is absolutely free. Just look at the link in the description, click it, go check it out, and you can get this entire deck and all the resources 100% free. Okay, let's get back to it. Stock images are our second ideas. So you can sell AI images to stock image sites. Now, you have to look at the terms. Some sites don't allow AI and some sites do. So you want to pay attention. But many of the big sites, there's like Pexels, Dreamstime, even Adobe Stock Image allows you to do this. You can take AI generated art, you can upload it, and you can get paid when people use your images in their work. okay? Now, I do recommend Midjourney. Midjourney creates some pretty cool art, and Midjourney is something that they have a lot of custom parameters that you can do to tweak and adjust. In fact, we've done some training on the channel I'll talk about in a moment to help you with this, to help you learn how to use Midjourney. But Midjourney is a powerful image editing tool, okay? Here's some examples. These are actually real examples of Midjourney art that are on these sites, okay? Now, there are dozens of stock image libraries. We've mentioned 3. We talked about Pexels, Dreamstime, and Adobe Stock. But there are a lot more. We've identified, I think, 20 or more platforms that you can do this. But you can use a tool called Wirestock. With Wirestock, you upload there, and then it will distribute to all of the other marketplaces on your behalf, okay? And that's just at wirestock.com, or sorry, wirestock.io. Now, if you want to get started and learn more about how to create awesome images, we have a Midjourney masterclass here on the channel. So I will link to that in the description below as well. And you can watch my masterclass on how to use Midjourney to make awesome images like these. It teaches you everything you need to know, okay? So let's dial in and look at the criteria of how good this side hustle is. So question 1, how fast can you start? Technically, you can make 100 pictures in Midjourney, set up your Wirestock account, and upload your pictures in 2 to 3 hours. Within hours, you could be up, active, and rolling, okay? But now, realistically, you're not gonna get money coming in the door immediately, all right? Now, depending upon how much research you did, how much art you're submitting, and how much time you spend, it can take anything from 3 weeks to a full 90 days before you start seeing any money with this. This one's beautiful in that you can start immediately, you can do it without investing a lot of time, but it takes much longer to get paid, okay? And that income starts to become passive. So you often hear about passive income. You upload the images and then you walk away, and people will use those images on the stock image sites and you don't have to do anything else. So it does become passive income. So it's good in that sense. Yeah, upload it, come back in a month, and then you got $50 coming your way. That'd be pretty cool, right? The question number 2, does it work well with AI? Absolutely it does. It's almost as if it was made specifically for it, right? Number 3, can a beginner do it? Yes, but you need to watch my Midjourney training. Make sure you watch my Midjourney training. Once you've done that, you've practiced, you cleared up any confusion about Midjourney, you're up, running, off you go. Now, how expensive is this to start? Well, $10 for your Midjourney subscription. You can upload 100 images on Wirestock, and then after that, it's $12.99. So it's pretty inexpensive, okay? Absolute max, you're looking at about, say your first month, an investment of just about $23, okay? Time, can you do this on a part-time schedule? Now, out of all the side hustles we're gonna cover today, this is the least time intensive. This is the one you can do on the smallest schedule possible. Now, you do wanna spend, I don't know, say you're gonna have to check in and spend 2 to 3 hours every month or so to check in on your work. After that, it's just how much time do you wanna spend making images? And that's really up to you. And this does become a volume game. So you do want to upload lots of images. You don't think you're going to upload 10 images and then get rich. You definitely want to continue to upload images, and you just spend as much time as you have available making and uploading images. That moves us to idea number 3, that is AI graphic design, okay? As an example, here on my channel, we buy thumbnails from designers. In fact, we buy them on Fiverr every single week. So we're usually spending at least $50 or more for a really good thumbnail. Now, I'm certain that my designers are using AI. I see them, I see what they generate. I know they're using AI to do a lot of it, but we pay them as our vendor to do the work for us. Now, think about this. If you just can pull off 3 thumbnails, like the ones I myself am buying every single day, that's a $3,000 a month income. That's the math on that. And the beauty here is AI does all the heavy lifting for you. So if you're a complete beginner and you wanted to cash in on AI graphic design, then I would use Canva. So that would be my recommendation. I would use Canva, and Canva gives you millions of drag and drop templates that you can use to make high quality thumbnails fast. And there's a whole bunch of AI features built right into Canva now that can help you design just about anything. So this includes an AI image generator, similar to Midjourney. It's not as good as Midjourney, but it's good. You have your text to video generator, which again is not as good as some of the other tools out there, but it serves the purpose. You got a background remover and a lot more. So with this, let's boil down the criteria on this one. How fast can you start? You can learn how to design with Canva in one afternoon. So you will want to spend an afternoon going through how to use Canva. They have some amazing tutorials that teach you how to use Canva. Now, does it work well with AI? Yes, AI is built right into Canva. And so these designs are easy to do. 3, can a beginner do it? Yes. Again, one afternoon learning how to use Canva and you're good. You're ready to go. Now, how expensive is it? With Canva, you need $15 to get started. That's the price of your Canva subscription. Can you do it part-time? Yes. Canva is easy, it's intuitive, you can make designs fast, you can make a thumbnail in 30 minutes to an hour at the most. So let's say you're doing 3 designs a day, well, there you go. Anywhere between 7 and 15 hours a week is what you'd spend, and you'd be making a nice income. All right, let's move on. Idea number 4. You can make ads using AI. I highly recommend this one. In fact, I'm in the market right now looking for someone to do ads creative for me. And so I am looking for a vendor to make my ads with AI right now. And I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but there are people making a lot of money using social media ads that were generated by AI. I myself am doing it. I create social media ads using AI, and here's an AI TikTok ad, by the way. So we have a lesson on how someone used an AI ad to make $97,000 on TikTok, as an example. Now, I've also done training, by the way. So if you want to learn how to make AI ads, I've got a video right here on this channel. It's totally free that you can watch and learn how to make your own AI ads. They are very easy to do. So now, for this side hustle, you're not making ads for your own business. You're gonna make them for other people's business. So what you wanna do is find people that are currently advertising and sell them ads. It's that simple. You find people that are running ads on Facebook. And to do that, we use a tool, it's a spy tool, called the ads library, okay? So any business on Facebook, you just go find their Facebook page and you can go to the ads library and you'll notice here, for example, you click on About and on the business page, you click on Page Transparency, you can see there, click on See All, and you're gonna see all the ads they're running. You can see every ad they're making. So when you see companies advertising on Facebook or you find any Facebook page, you can go do this research. Find companies that are actively spending money on ads. And then you just reach out to them and you say, hey, I see you're advertising, but you need to make more ads. And this is true. In today's world, you must be putting constantly new creative, new ads, new videos, new images, and testing. And it's a pain, let me tell you, I know that firsthand. And so you can step in and simply offer by messaging the page and say, hey, I'd like to make ads for you. All you do is say, hey, I'll make you a free ad. That's your foot in the door. I'll make you one free ad. And you can try us out, see what you think. And if you like the ad I make for you, then you can sign up for my services. And it's really easy. You make them a new Facebook ad using the strategy that I put this video right here, up here, teaches you how to make the ad. Everything you need to know on how to make the ad is covered in this video. So watch that video, follow the instructions, make their ad, offer to do it for them for free. Literally, it will take you, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 30 minutes, I think. And then if they like the ad, you get them to pay you for all the rest of them. And depending on how much money they're spending, there are brands that are literally testing hundreds of ads constantly. Every week, they're uploading dozens of new ads, and you can be getting paid for that. You just give them the free ad, follow up with them, and then get them to sign up for your services and pay you for your ads. This is the other AI side hustle. This is one that not a lot of people are talking about. That's why we've covered it here. It's something that, it's just not talked about. Now, let's move on to the criteria. Does it work well with AI? Yes. I teach you in that video how to do it with AI. Can a beginner do it? Yes. Just watch the video and learn how to do it. How expensive is it to get started? You need ChatGPT, you need Midjourney, you need Canva. So that's about $45. So this is You do need a variety of tools for this. This is a little more expensive to get started, but it's 45 bucks. That's what you need to spend to get all of those tools. The other question is, can you do it part-time? Absolutely. I would say you could do this easily part-time on 20 hours a week or far less than that even, and you could win and be successful with it. All right, next on to number 5. That is the AI enhanced content writer. So you can find people right now on Fiverr and on Upwork who are paying a lot of money for written content. Written content like resumes, LinkedIn posts, cover letters, job description, advertisements, landing pages, blog posts, video scripts, even more. Here's a gig right here. This is a live gig at the time of recording this video. And you can see I will write email sequences for email lead generation from $250. You can see he's got 466 5-star reviews. You can easily do this with AI. So let's do again some basic math. Let's say his prices start at $250. So even if, here I'll bring the calculator out. I know it's in text there, but let's calculate it. So even if we do the cheapest price he's charging, and we know he's sold 466 times at least, that's $116,500 in revenue writing emails that can be written with AI. So in order to do this, you gotta know how to work with AI. If you don't do it right, you're gonna get poor results. The trick is in the prompting and the methods you use to work with the AI. So we can use ChatGPT for this, and I've done training. So there's training right here on the channel that will walk you through how to do this. So let's get to the criteria. How fast can you start? You can learn this in a couple of hours and you can be up on Fiverr the very same day. It's just like any of the other side hustles that you see here. You do need to collect some reviews. If you're going to be selling your services on Fiverr, you do need to collect reviews. You will need to be cheap, very cheap, get some reviews, and then increase your pricing over time. And that'll be one of the things that kind of determines how fast until you're making serious money. But once you get a stream of reviews flowing, then you raise your prices, and that's when you cash in. Now, does it work well with AI? Absolutely. It's almost as if it were made specifically for AI, because yeah, you should. The funny thing is, they should be using AI to do it. They just don't know it, so they hire you instead. Can a beginner do it? Yes. You just watch my video and you'll be armed with all the info you need. It is inexpensive. So with this one, all you need is either a ChatGPT subscription or Claude. And those are very cheap. In fact, you can probably even use the free versions. Can you do this on a part-time schedule? Yes. This is not a time-consuming side hustle. This is very inexpensive. Idea number 6 is quite interesting. It is producing AI presentations. That's right, slideshows, like slide decks and presentations with the help of AI. This guy right here was a pastor that we talked about at the beginning, living in rural Arkansas, and he makes $3,000 a week with his side hustle making slide decks and presentations. And you might notice here, what I've been scrolling through is actually not just a web page, it is a slide deck. You'll notice if I hit the presentation mode and then I go full screen, it's a complete slide deck, all made using AI tools. The guy in this case study is doing this with ChatGPT, and he's using other tools and copying and pasting. But what we recommend is the tool that I made this very presentation with. This presentation is made in Gamma. Gamma has a free version, which is what we use to make this. This is made in the free version. The pro version is only $8 a month. But you can also use Canva. So if you have Canva and you're already paying for it, you can make presentations there as well. Now, this one is quite unique. There's so many different ways that you can make presentations. You can make them for people that are having pitch decks, or a case study here of people that are trying to raise capital. You can make webinar slides. You can make content slide decks. There's an endless amount of different kinds of presentations and slide decks that you can make for people using this simple AI tool called Gamma. And then you can get paid handsomely for it in Fiverr. So how fast can you start? A couple of hours at the most to learn how to do this. You could probably get your first sale on Fiverr that same day. Now, like any of these, you're gonna need time to collect reviews. So if you're selling your services on Fiverr, same thing applies here. You are gonna have to charge low prices at the beginning collect reviews, and then raise your prices over time. Does it work with AI? Yes. We've actually made some brilliant looking presentations, and I've seen lots of people making awesome slide decks using these AI tools. A beginner can absolutely do this. Gamma is easy to use, and you can be off and running in literally the same day you start. And it's not expensive, so you can start for $0 with Gamma. And then even if you want to upgrade, it's only $8 a month. And you could do this on a part-time schedule, no problem. Those are the 6 powerful ways that you can be doing a side hustle to make extra money on the side by leveraging AI and exploiting this gap in the marketplace where you can go to others who need these services and are willing to pay for them. In fact, I'm the same way. I buy many of these services myself. So you find people like me who are willing to pay you to create this stuff, and that is your way to leverage a little bit of time to make a nice side income. And I want to remind you, if you would like this deck, you want to be able to download this deck, all the resources, the prompts, the links to our video trainings and all of that, you'll see a link in the description below, and that will take you where you can get that absolutely free. And if you found value in today's training, tap that like button, give the like button some love, and tap the subscribe button. Become a subscriber to the channel. We release content targeting entrepreneurs to help you build, grow, and scale businesses and side hustles like today. And we release content all the time. Every week there's something new. And we do live streams where we will help you with your business. So subscribe to the channel. You'll see that down below. And my request for you is drop into the comments and let me know your biggest questions about side hustles. What do you have any question about if it's right for you, how to get started, more follow-up from the training that I just gave, or maybe you want me to do a deep dive into one of these 6 methods to show you step by step how to do it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be looking down there and we'll adjust and answer your questions in our future videos. And with that, I will be wrapping things up. So thank you so much for spending time with me in this video today, and we will see you next time. Bye for now. If you're not yet a member of PushButton AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help 2 different kinds of people. Number 1, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10-module training course, including 50 to 60,000 words of content, have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then PushButton AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, PushButton AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. It actually will make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way, so we have videos on additional strategies and tactics we drop into you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. Every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there. Bye for now.